So what's going on, guys? My name is Mr. Dalek JD. Thank you for joining me, where today we are looking at something a little bit different, but it is zombies related and something that I'm actually really excited to learn more about. And yesterday we finally did, and I wanted to share it with you guys because this could potentially be something very big and very exciting. Now, I'm sure most of you have heard of this game, and if you haven't, then where the heck have you been? But Rainbow Six Siege has been out for nearly 3 years now. It came out in like 2015, and it's a really popular multiplayer game. And as part of their year 3 content, they've teased for like the last few months about a new mode coming to the game called Outbreak, which we all assumed, and we were correct in thinking it was a zombies mode. And they released gameplay for the first time yesterday, and this game mode goes live for the test servers tomorrow, which I'm going to be streaming gameplay and showing you. But I wanted to show you this because this could potentially be something very big and very exciting, and regardless if you don't really care, this is something brand new. This looks like a really fun zombies mode and has the potential to be something a lot bigger in the near future. Now, something I also want to point out as well is the potential that Jimmy Solinsky, who was the director of zombies during World at War, Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2, has helped to create the zombies mode, meaning that essences of TREYARCH zombies could probably be found within this mode. There's already been hints of Easter eggs, and there's even a look at the map with a diner sign straight out of Transit. And I mean, Jimmy Solinsky made Transit, so all the more reason for him to put subtle little Easter eggs in. But if you go ahead and look at this tweet, which he posted on January the 17th, 2018, it was a set of coordinates which related to Ubisoft Paris. And all of his tweets since then have linked him to him being in Paris, so there's no doubt in my mind that he's probably hinting that he helped work on this Outbreak mode. The coordinates there literally plant right onto Ubisoft Paris's offices. He wouldn't be putting those coordinates there on Twitter if they did not mean anything, and it makes absolute perfect sense for him to be working on something similar to what he did before, and with the potential for it to have a lot of success. I mean, Jimmy Solinsky knows what he's doing. I mean, we can talk about and discuss all day long about the failures of Black Ops 2 Zombies with maps like Transit and Die Rise, and how the story was a little bit weird, but that original story, the Victor's Crew, you know, the original Black Ops 1 story arc with zombies was truly a blessing. It was beautiful and absolutely, there's like hardly any maps from Black Ops 1 which were bad at all in World at War. Helped start the whole thing off, so it makes absolute perfect sense for him to continue working and making something very similar. So whilst this isn't something brand new from TREYARCH, this is something brand new from an ex-TREYARCH developer, which means this thing could be really damn good. And like I said, this launches early tomorrow, which I'll be live streaming for you guys, but we're going to take a look at some gameplay anyway to talk about it, describe it, and see the similarities between Black Ops Zombies and what this thing really looks like. And from my point of view, this looks like a perfect blend between COD Zombies, Killing Floor, and Left 4 Dead. If you like any of those 3 games, which you must do, but if you like more than just Call of Duty Zombies, if you play Killing Floor or you've played Left 4 Dead, you'll understand that there's that side to zombie co-op modes as well. And like I said, this is all part of a new operation coming to Rainbow Six Siege, which is called Chimera, and this is an Outbreak event, which is the first time Rainbow Six Siege has had a player versus environments update where, you know, normally it's just PvP, but this is PvE against zombies. So this officially goes live on the game March 6th, but of course it's in testing starting tomorrow, and it's a 1-month co-op event. But this thing has a full-on story already, so it blows my mind that this is only going to be in there for a month. And for the way I see things, it's going to be a trial to see how popular it is. Undoubtedly this thing is going to be huge, and I'm really excited to play this. So if they see the reception of it being great, then they're obviously going to expand on it and potentially have a brand new line with Rainbow Six, where not only is it just the PvP, but now it has a zombies mode which can stand on its own along with the rest of the game, just like Call of Duty Zombies did nearly 10 years ago. Enough talking about it, let's actually dive into the gritty details. Why should you guys be excited, and what exactly is going on here? What is this Outbreak mode? So it's a new co-op event that sees you and up to 2 companions team up to fight an alien zombie invasion in the New Mexico town of Truth or Consequences. There's 3 missions, so it's not just one like main, I guess, zombies map. I guess it's a big map, gigantic map in fact, split into 3 different missions, where you have those sort of Rainbow Six Siege-esque moments where you can like put up barricades and there's like drones you can use to scout out the area, but besides that, it's really different to the main game. Now these 3 maps, I guess, part of the main big map, the missions are called Junkyard, Hospital and Resort, and you can pick from new operators Lion and Thinker, as well as Veteran Smoke, Ash, Doc, Glaz, Kapkan, Tanchanka, Buck, Ying, and Recruit. So this is just me reading off the impressions that GameSpot have had. There's quite a few journalists that got early hands-on with the mode to, of course, share details, and I think it looks genuinely amazing. I wouldn't be like sharing this with you if I didn't care or didn't think you guys weren't interested, but they say this feels a lot more like Left 4 Dead, but during some of the traditional parts of the mode which relate to the main game, where you barricade doors, you reinforce walls, it feels a lot like earlier Call of Duty games zombies maps, so like the early days of like World at War and Black Ops 1, and there's a freaking diner, man. Like I told you, the sign even looks just like the one from Transit, which is a weird stark resemblance. But the moments that feel like COD Zombies are very brief, because there's lots of defending points and you're going to be moving around the map a lot, and a lot of people will argue that Zombies needs to sort of evolve a little bit from just the normal survival of just going rounds and rounds, but like having like proper objectives where you know, we have those as like Easter eggs, but this is really an objective heavy mode where I guess you can sort of complete it, but also there is the option for the infinite waves as well. And I say that during these movement phases where you're going along and there's sort of like a little story being played here, it's a lot like Left 4 Dead. If you guys have ever played Left 4 Dead 1 or 2, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Some absolute classic missions like the hospital one. So there's Left 4 Dead 2 where you have like the theme park. Those are my standout favourites. You're often in open-ended environments where you're keeping an eye on enemies if they haven't yet spotted you, and unloading bullets. If you have, you can refill your ammo, your gadgets and health before moving on to the next area. And there's loads of different zombie types in this. You're not just got your traditional zombies and then like a boss or two and like a special round or anything. These are really crazy. There's like the standard humanoid grunt who gets stronger when alerted to your presence. There's breaches who are hunched over with yellow pustules growing on their backs that explode when they're shot, hurting both you and nearby enemies, so maybe like the Boomer from Left 4 Dead. There's routers who travel underground and burst from out of the ground to pin you to the floor. And there's also one called the Apex, which is a more powerful sort of zombie who hangs back, spitting smoke at you to blur your vision and summoning other zombies in the meantime. And then rounding off the group is the Smasher, a gorilla-like figure who charges at you and can throw you meters across the map, get him to crash into a wall, and you can stab his exposed back to inflict heavy damage. So think of like the tank from Left 4 Dead. But even just watching the gameplay, just the atmosphere alone really hits just a really good chord with me. The colours look really damn good. It looks very moody. I just love the look of this thing. I don't know what you guys think down below, but let me know. This is only up to 3-player co-op, which is a little bit weird of a number. Surely they're going to change that to 4. But you can clearly see that this wasn't something they made and whipped up within like a few days. A lot of time and effort has gone into this mode, and it's really surprising to me if once this goes at the end of March or the start of April when the mode disappears from the game, that they won't bring it back with even more content, because this is like the biggest update to a game I've seen in a long time. There's so much work gone into this, like all the varied enemy types, the extensive missions, the maps, like all the different textures, the sound effects, the voice quotes, the cutscenes. Surely they're really hoping that this is popular enough for them to build a bigger thing. And while I don't see this as something which will beat and be better than Call of Duty Zombies, there's nothing wrong with some healthy competition which gets COD on its toes, so obviously improve even more so, and there's more opportunities for there to be really fun zombie games. I don't really think there is another game out there which rivals Call of Duty Zombies at the moment, and if this thing gets better and better as it goes on, if they do decide to, you know, update it with more maps and missions, which I definitely see them doing, I really think this could be a really big deal. Let me know in the comment section, are you guys big Rainbow Six players? Do you like the sound of this? Do you think this looks good? Or do you think this looks rubbish and you're just going to stick to Call of Duty Zombies? Obviously, when TREYARCH rolls around in November, it's going to be beyond anything we can ever hope and dream of, and it's going to be amazing. But for the meanwhile, this looks absolutely amazing. And if Jimmy Solinsky has worked in it, like it seems like he has, and obviously that massive Twitter hint is the biggest thing we could ever like want to basically have hinted at us. He's definitely had an influence on this game, so you know that there's potential for this to be really damn good. And the one reason why I think this isn't going to be a long time thing, and we'll probably see it return again with more stuff obviously, is already people are saying from them playing already that they understand why it's not built to be a permanent mode, because despite only playing around 3 hours, they were already sensing a slight lack of depth. Once you finished one of the 3 missions, there's not a lot to do from replaying it on the more difficult pandemic setting where there's more enemies and there's friendly fire. So I mean, if you want a challenge, that's something cool. I don't think Zombies has really had like a difficulty option. I mean, we had it in Black Ops 2, but there wasn't really much change between easy and classic. But still, coming from a really competitive PvP game, for them to add something as big as Zombies is a big deal. And no game's really done a big update like this before. And it generally looks really good. Like a blend of COD Zombies, Killing Floor, and Left 4 Dead. I mean, that's beautiful. And this looks, honestly, the closest we'd ever get to Left 4 Dead 3 if Valve don't make it. But this is like a really welcome change from the normal formula of Rainbow Six, and if this brings in new players like myself and lots of you guys as well, then it's obviously a good thing for the community, and of course for Rainbow Six Siege as a whole, being a game which they're not going to release a sequel to anytime soon. They want this game to last like 10 years, they said, so they're going to continuously add content, and maybe this could be the format which Black Ops 4 could go down when it comes out. If they continually release content year after year, and we've seen it work with Black Ops 3 Zombies and Zombie Chronicles, then perhaps this could be a formula that we'll see going forward, and Black Ops 4 really could be the best version of Zombies that we've possibly ever had. I mean, Black Ops 3 really set the bar so high, but Jason Blundell seems very confident that the next game will be even better, so only time will tell. But yeah, if you like the look of this, make sure you slap a like rating on this video, and make sure you also subscribe with notifications turned on so you don't miss out tomorrow when we start live streaming. Hope we get some friends and fellow YouTubers on board so we can play this and have a ton of fun. This looks really cool, and I can't wait to jump in and see what you guys think of it as well. But leave me all your thoughts in the comment section. Do you think it's great? Do you think it looks trash? Either way, I'd love to hear your opinion. But thank you for watching, and as always, hope you have a great day, and I'll catch you tomorrow for some Rainbow Six Siege Outbreak, and over the coming week, loads more zombie videos. So thank you for watching. Watch yesterday's video if you haven't already on screen. It's probably been on screen for a little while now, but check that out if you missed it. Some great custom zombies with basically Moon 2.0. Really cool map. Part 2 will be coming out very soon as well. But thank you for watching. I'll catch you next time.